you're pretty confident that you know what you're doing, that when the time comes you're just going to be able to do it, and you feel like you thoroughly know every single aspect of what you're going to be doing at that time, and you don't want to fuck it up. There's too much counting on it for you to get it wrong. I haven't been this stressed in quite a while. Alicia's feeling pretty average as well, I think. It's hard because you don't know what's involved until you're doing it, and it's hard for other people to be sympathetic or have some sort of understanding of what it's like, and you can't expect too much unless you've been there. But it's hard. And I mean, we've got each other, and that's the most important thing. But to have the patience and understanding that we both need when we both feel so shit. And we're doing the best we can. So I guess that's another reason we are doing this. So maybe in 6 months' time, someone else will be feeling like it's impossible sometimes and wondering why you've even thought you could do this. And it's gonna get better, and it's gonna be so worth it. But for right now, every day is a struggle. We're trying to move house right now. I don't know why. No, we have to move house. I'm trying to finish a double degree, and it's not been easy ever, but I just feel like this semester is so much harder, and I think it's not the course itself, it's just I'm trying to do this and a million things. I have to start applying for graduate jobs because I'll graduate in October, and so I need to get a job because I need to work, because Alicia's going to be having a baby hopefully next year. So there's the pressure of that. So it's just a lot, and I think we're doing the best we can, and yeah, it's hard. But anyway, so that's where we're at.
So since our first cycle, I've noticed that I have gained quite a bit of weight. I'm rounder than I used to be. I think Hayley's been too nice to say anything about it, but it's definitely noticeable. And I think I've noticed it for quite a while now, but I've just been too unmotivated to do anything about it. And I mean, unless I decide that I'm gonna fix it, there's not really much, like, it's not gonna fix itself. So I mean, every day I get out of bed, I'm like, maybe I'll go for a walk today. Maybe I won't eat that chocolate in the cupboard. But as it is, I haven't gone for a walk today, and I'm currently eating chocolate and drinking a milky coffee with a bit of sugar in it. So obviously that day is not today where I fix it. But I don't know why. The only difference between previously and now is that we have had our first cycle, and we've had our first transfer, and that's not to say it's the transfer's fault, but I think maybe the whole lot of it, the preparation leading into it, and then like we had a miscarriage at 12 days past transfer, so I think that may have contributed to it. So after our transfer, when I was hungry, I just ate. just in case. I was just eating. Like, I got up every morning at some ridiculous hour to eat breakfast because I was hungry. And then on top of that, I'd have a snack, and then I'd have lunch, and then I'd have afternoon tea, and then I'd have dinner, and then I'd have a snack after dinner. Out of fear that I may be growing a baby and I need to eat enough for me and it, which is a very bad thing to think. You don't have to eat double to grow a baby. You just have to eat like an extra couple hundred calories, which is, I don't know why we all have it in our head that we have to eat so much. So I just think, you know, with the loss and all the miscarriage that we had, on top of the already overeating, I just think, yeah, it all caught up with me, and here I am a few inches bigger. Like I said before, it's not really gonna change unless I change it. But the reason I wanted to maybe put this in a video is because, you know, it's all fun and games and it's all really exciting to go through your transfer and your stims and all that sort of stuff, but you know, like, it's a big deal. This whole process is huge, and emotionally and physically, all those aspects of you know, you commit yourself to it. You are physically committing your body, whether you're doing stims, whether you're doing transfer to carry the baby, whatever it is. You are physically committing your body to it. You know, Hayley just went a good solid week or two of stims and she felt like absolute crap. You know, she was so bloated and she was so uncomfortable. And then we did the egg collection. Now that is a scary process, you know, it is technically a procedure, an operation, and that's scary. And then after that, she was out of it for a good solid week. Like, she was just doped up on endone and all like Panadol and Nurofen just for the pain, you know. And then on top of the physical pain, she felt there was the emotional pain. Like, okay, yeah, we got 13 eggs from our 15 follicles, but only 11 of those then fertilized or matured to be fertilized. And then of those 11 that matured, 7 fertilized, and then of those 7, 3 made it to day 5, and one of them wasn't quite getting there. So we ended up with 2 embryos. So one we used for our first transfer, and the second is sitting on ice at the minute, ready for our second. But you know, that was her emotional commitment and her physical commitment, you know. And then on the other side of that, you've got myself, and I physically committed my body to accepting this embryo and got up every morning and I took the vitamins for the embryo, and I ate when I was hungry. I took a week off work, and then when I did go to work, I didn't do much at all. You know, it was a commitment I made, and it's hard, and I think I just needed to share that with everyone. It is hard. My chunky, bulging belly is a reminder of how hard it was, and I'm about to do it all again. And then if that doesn't work, I've got the aftermath of picking myself up and dusting myself off and getting myself fit and ready to hopefully go again. And same with Hayley, like, she's got to get herself ready and prepared for another set of stims. If that doesn't work, just start all over. If it does work, then I mean, awesome. Like, I don't even have a word for it. It's going to be amazing. I also just wanted to add that there is a certain financial pressure that comes with the emotional and the physical.
So I thought we would go through the costs of IVF, or like specifically reciprocal IVF. Probably the second most common question we get asked when we tell people that we're having a baby. The first is always who's carrying it. Always. Second question is always how much does it cost? And the answer is a lot of money for people who are potentially looking at reciprocal IVF. If you're considering it as an option, and you're not sure about costs or whatever else, it would have been really helpful for us. We had a bit of an idea, but if we had a bit more, like, it wouldn't have changed anything. Just grab that, don't worry. Alright, so this is just an estimate. The actual IVF cycle $7,700. And then if you qualify for the Medicare rebate, you get $3,000 and $3,030.55 back. Okay, and then you've got the ICSI, which is where like the actual procedure of injecting each individual egg with an individual sperm. It's $830 for that procedure. And if you qualify for Medicare, you get $355 of that back. $800 per vial of donor sperm. $375 for them to grow the blastocyst, so like the 5 days that they keep it in the laboratory and the embryologist is looking at it, etc. $375, and $300 to freeze the embryo. Should this not work and we have to do a frozen embryo transfer, it'll be $2,500. So our total out of pocket will be $5,919.50. So after that, you have the external fees. So these are things that aren't covered in your IVF, like they're not included. So the fertility specialist fees, $2,300, and that's for them to consult for the egg collection, consult for the embryo transfer, to perform the egg collection, and to perform the embryo transfer. And then the anaesthetist fees, $450, that is for when they do your egg collection. You have to go into the hospital, pay for the anaesthetist and the anesthetic. The hospital fees, the hospital charges you $1,350 to go to the hospital for the day surgery. And then medications, $190. Ours ended up being $230 or something, which is pretty good.
So hopefully this video hasn't scared you all off too much. We just felt that it was something we needed to put out there, that we needed everyone to see. You know, we are a bit emotional at the minute. Who wouldn't be? You know, we're putting everything on the line at the minute. But, you know, that's not to say that we wouldn't do it all again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. We just, yeah, wanted to share.